Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome back to BeamNG.drive, and I am back here at the Endurodrome, going to be taking some more cars around my wonderful track. So the first car to go up is the ETK K-Series. It's a ordinary road car. This is not an ordinary road. This shall not end up ordinarily. It will end up very much more dented than it started. It's also quite loud and quite fast. It's just a sports car. It's your normal sports car with fancy flashy brake lights if you brake too quickly. So every time I brake, it will flash at me, and that's already done something. It does have slightly wobbly wheels, and the exhaust, as it did in testing, has magically gone wonky. The exhausts on this car go wonky in really weird ways really quickly. Like, it's just, the exhaust is now pointing downwards. It should be pointing outwards. It just ends up pointing downwards almost instantly. You go over a bump, your left hand exhaust starts pointing downwards. Not the right one. The right one's fine, just the left one. And then it falls off at some point. Yeah, this car is a road-based sports car. It doesn't like mud that much. Right. Off we go. Bonk. Rocks. Roll it. Nearly rolled it. There you go. Roll it. Right, let's just roll it back again. And my boot's open. Another weird thing with this car, the boot opens. Then the boot doesn't close. I have tried closing the boot. It doesn't. Why am I crabbing? That's just why. No, this is weird. I am crabbing. Crabbing is, I don't like crabbing. What has gone on here? Is it the bumper? No, it's just my car is now crabbing. Sure, although the bumper is probably going to start causing chaos. Yeah, it's annoying when my front bumper is on the back. Blends in perfectly. Right, solve that problem. I will take off bumpers and stuff because they just end up getting caught in wheels. Yeah, my entire car is... Oh, I know. The rear wheels are not quite at the angle they should be. So my car is just going to crab slightly. Yay, four-wheel steering. Just when you don't want it to. This car's not doing fantastically. This car is kind of too fast for this. Like, it just doesn't need to be as fast as it is. It needs to be stronger, and it's not. We have assistance at turning one way and not the other, so it's wonky. Yes, camera, that's what I wanted you to do, camera. Thank you very much, camera. BeamNG.drive works perfectly. BeamNG camera? Nope. Ow. Roll. Yeah, just look at my exhaust. My exhausts are now just wonky. That wasn't quite what I meant to do. I meant to grab the other bit of the car and do that. There you go. Oh yeah, also, another thing to mention, the diff in this car is not great, and we will probably at some point end up with just entirely shredding all the rubber off one tyre and the other one sitting there not spinning at all. Yeah, I'm not turning now. Wow, this went really badly for this car. Although we can probably limp. Just limp while turning really slowly, because not quite what my wheel's supposed to be doing. I can handbrake turn and then get it stuck in a wall. I think we're going to have to employ yieldy 3-point turns because this is not turning properly. Just turn. Ah, I'm overheating my engine now. Thanks, camera. I want to go down the road, please. I don't want to go into that wall again. As soon as I pick up any speed whatsoever, we are forced to stop. Come on, we've got to beat the automatic. And have we got it wedged? I've got it wedged. That's not a good sound. Your engine shouldn't make that sound. Let's just get it off here by the bonnet, of course. And that's not quite the angle that we need. We need to be pointing this way, otherwise we have no chance. Oh, it's making weird noises now. It sounds like a really creaky door now. That's not what you should be saying about your engine. You really don't have to know much about engines to know that it shouldn't make the sound of a creaky door. And now it's emitting blue smoke. Blue smoke bad. Engine dead. That was faster than I had expected. That was pretty, like, the temperature didn't even reach the top. It started overheating a bit. It died. 2.2 miles. I think that makes this the worst car, like, you could possibly have. You know what I said about that being the worst car you could possibly have? Yes, English. I think, you know, that this might be, because it's got 3 wheels, and one of them steers, so if you break that, you don't steer. Yeah, and then it's rear-wheel drive as well. Yeah, this might be just about the worst car. But this car does have its benefits. Like, the bodywork on this car is ridiculously strong. Like, you can throw it around and you'll lose your bumpers, and things will start hanging open, as demonstrated by my boot. But the bodywork actually takes quite a lot to break it entirely. It's also got a small car, so I can go through those quite quickly. I say, and then crash it. It's fine, you can smash the front corners up and it doesn't matter because there's nothing important in the front corners. But also the gear ratios are not great around this circuit, because second isn't enough down there, but third is sort of too much. And I've nearly rolled it. Yep, that's the power of 3 wheels. You can nearly roll it at every single corner. That's just great. And hello, and jump. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, I slightly over counter-steered that one. The gears in this car are just terrible. I think that might be my front bumper's still on, just it's slightly wonky now. Just the gears in this, there is no overlap between them at all, basically. You getting power out of second is, if you put it in, like, if you're buzzing the limiter in second, then you put it into third, you have basically no power output. So you sort of have to buzz, well, not necessarily buzz the limiter a bit, but you have to be accelerating. New word. You have to be accelerating into, well, as you go up through your second gear, so that you can actually change up into third. Otherwise, you just sort of end up under revving a bit and not getting any acceleration at all out of it. Not that you can accelerate much if you bump down a road like that anyway. And I've rolled it. Yes, camera. Can we please just have a new cam? Actually, I can. Right, boom, perfect. Right, now I can have proper camera. And do that. But not look backwards though. Why can't I look backwards? My look backwards button doesn't work in this view. This view also means things roll. Like the camera rolls in this view. Yeah, like, I was in second there and I was under revving a bit, so I put it into first and then had problems. Yeah, this view just makes everyone sick. So yeah, let's not do that. And bonk. We don't need tyres. What we do need though is not being speared on stuff. Let's get off that. Yeah, and now the diff is gonna say, you can spin your left wheel really quickly. And now we sound like a train. Yeah, this is not break your car. This is break the sounds coming out of your car and make them sound like trains and other assorted things your car should not sound like. Like, what bodywork damage has happened to this car? I've lost my front bumper, and my doors are slightly not attached how they should be, and my back door's loose. Any other bodywork damage? Nope. I mean, I've rolled it, not fully, but I have still rolled it. No damage from that. The most broken bit about this car is the back right wheel. Although, according to my damage indicator, it says that all my bodywork is in the orange. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, it might be, but it doesn't look it. Then my other damage indicator says some stuff is broken-ish. And a lot of stuff is very slightly damaged. I think that's just about all the bodywork. Just very slightly damaged. This car's a bit like, but no, it's in some ways it's a lot like the Supervan in Wreckfest, because, well, it rolls and slides at the same time. It can be sliding and then it can roll, like in Wreckfest. But unlike in Wreckfest, where the Supervan is basically made of wood, and if you touch it on anything, then you start breaking bits off your car, this is practically indestructible. So, the damage between the two is very different, but the driving is basically the same. And in Wreckfest you can't lose tyres. That would be cool though. Like, if you could puncture your tyres by hitting sharp things. Like, if you drive over some bit of bodywork, you can puncture your tyre. That'd be cool. And then, like, your tyre makes really annoying. Wait, hang on. It makes the noise when I'm in the air. I'm not quite sure how that works. I just read it when we went over the jump, and now it's making its noise even though it's in the air and it's not hitting the ground. Isn't the sound when it hits the ground? I don't. Okay, maybe it's right and I'm wrong. Let's just. I don't know. Yep, see, roll it now. Any bodywork damage? No. But it'd be nice if in Wreckfest you could puncture tyres and then you start losing grip on that wheel, and then your tyre can come off and then you just have no grip in that. That would be cool. It would also be very annoying, and perhaps something you only want in, like, simulation damage, so that you don't always just lose tyres because you drove over a bit of bodywork. And then there would have to be some thing to stop your tyres, like maybe one of the armour upgrades can be for your tyres, and you can make your tyre. Oh no, my front wheel's gone. That's not great. I've got a wonky front wheel now. Oh no, it's fixed. Yeah, the thing with the front wheel is it can be like this, and then I can steer it around a bit and it can fix itself. Not quite sure. Yep, there you go. Right, fix my front wheel. It's weird. It breaks and then it fixes itself. And I need my camera to spin round, please. Just stay behind the car, would you? Yeah, I don't think it's quite in the right place. It's squealing, yeah. I don't really want to be going over speed bumps when it's wonky like that. But there were speed bumps there, and then I hit them, and now it's not going to steer it again. Not quite sure I'm properly in control of this anymore. I am sort of. I'm not. Yeah, how am I even steering it? I don't know. That's not where I meant to go. Thanks, camera. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna start slowly damaging the wheel more. Too sharp. Just stop driving into that. No, camera, don't do that. Or that either. Trying to turn your steering wheel and change your camera. Not the easiest thing ever. Come on, drive, turn right, please. I am full lock right here. It is barely driving in a straight line. Right, I need to take the jump because otherwise that's just cheating. Don't do that either. And then it just goes and spins around. Thanks camera. Thanks game. Right, let's go for the jump and hope I don't break too much stuff. Speed bumps, yay. These are not going to be fun. How to turn corners in an entirely broken Pigeon. You just... when you can only turn one way. What am I stuck on? Oh, there. My wheel's not quite right anymore. My wheel is very, very definitely not right. My wheel is now nearly flat to the floor. That's not what your wheel should be like. Can I even drive in a straight line? Yes, I can. I can just drive in a wonky line to one side much better than the other. And can't get off speed bumps, yay! Don't go back down the speed bumps. Just doing million-point turns. Don't turn that way. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not driving in a straight line anymore. Yeah, if I get too much of this, I'm just gonna have to count it out because, well, it's not really driving. It's not turning corners properly. I'm just about managing to actually keep it. No, that's wrong. You just have to go full lock that way to have any sort of straight line whatsoever. This is surprisingly awkward. Like, you can't see me trying to steer the wheel, but I am really having difficulty here. Like, I am not getting over that. Yeah, I don't think I can actually get anywhere without just going spinning around again. Wait a minute. What is this? No. I thought I had something left in it for a minute. Yeah, if I can't... No. I think I'm going to have to count this out just because it doesn't drive in a straight line at all, because the front wheel is not at the angle it should be. 3.8 miles, not the worst. But bodywork damage, minor at most. Important stuff damage, not significant. I punctured a tyre and have completely wrecked the front wheel. Now that's why you don't have a 3-wheel car. So, the final car for today to take on the challenge is this. It is the Gavril Roamer. It's an SUV-ish. It's not the most sporty thing ever, but it's a UV then. Yes, it's a RSUV. It's a relatively sporty utility vehicle. But it's got some ride height, and this version is 4-wheel drive. It's not that slow as well. It's not the quickest car in the game. What I'm worried about is braking things like drive shaft. Steering, not so much. It's quite tough. I'm going to say that and then brake the steering. But yeah, the bodywork in this is also perhaps going to cause me trouble because it's going to start getting in the way at some point, and bumpers are going to start falling off. Ooh, it's also quite grippy. Like, I can drive around the corner. Oh, that was too fast. Brakes, apparently, when on dirt, aren't the best, although not many things are when you're bouncing around violently on dirt. Things don't tend to brake very well. But I can go quite quickly through that corner, and then we can go boing, jump. Yeah, the windows are going to start breaking. Windows are now breaking. My front windscreen is cracked. Jump. It's gonna just get a million times airtime. Like I'm going to get plenty for the skill points for airtime. Oh, I think I actually did hit the roof there. Like, if you look at the back here, just like my window and the frame around the back is a bit dented. I'm pretty sure that's because I hit the roof through there. This is the first car to do that. No car before has managed it. Not sure that's a particularly great achievement. Not sure that's the thing you want to be the most proud of. I'm also not sure I want to be sitting in this car. Actually, wait, hang on. What hand drive is this car? Oh, that was quite fast. What hand drive is it? Ah, it's left-hand drive. Ah, fine then. It's just if this car was right-hand drive, I'm not sure I want to be sitting in it over these bumps with my door doing that. Ooh, weird stuff is happening to my graphics. You might have seen it, you might have not. Weird stuff. Right, monkey door, and boink, door goes flying open and brakes. Ignore the fact that I terribly failed to brake there. Also, this car's radiator does seem to be somewhat indestructible. Like, it does have one, or at least it graphically has one. The car has one just inside the front here. As I have handily spun it, I can just take a little peek inside here. There is a radiator right there, just you're inside the radiator here. But, I mean, I actually pulled it off, and that didn't break it, so I don't know what will. Get the revs. I want the revs. And down here, avoid the worst of the turn. That was too much. Try to avoid hitting the other thing then. Oh, high clutch temperature? Well, that's a new thing. Well, it's not new, it's just I haven't seen it much before. I've got bits of bodywork stuck in stuff. You should not be staying on here. Right, get off. If this car's going to die of anything, it might be clutch temperature, which is a new thing to see something die of. Yeah, it's complaining at me about clutch temperature. Well then, get some coolant. See, just get some coolant. There you go. Cool down your clutch with some coolant. Just get some coolant. Simple. That was perhaps not the correct gear to be in. Boink. Airtime. Turn. Done. Bounce. Bouncy drive. Turn. Ow. Ow. That was violent. I don't think this car's gonna work anymore. But let's roll over and see. Yep, got no drive shaft. But look, see, this is the radiator. This is clearly the radiator lying in the mud down here. Look, even on that side, it's got the fans on it. That is clearly a radiator. So, why does game say yes, your radiator's perfectly fine? Yes, now I can just hear the noisy big V8 in the front, and that's not the right shape for the front of your car, and that's not where your passenger door should be. That's not the door. This is the door. What the door should be. The window has had bad things happen to it, and my bonnet's had bad things happen to it, and that side's got, yeah, everything has just broken from that one hit on, I don't even know what. It could have been any of these rocks down here somewhere. I just hit it and it went smash. But 2.9 miles, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I can show you the scores, and well, these cars have not broken the record, and they have broken the failure record. Not all of them, but we are filling out this table. But thank you for watching. Don't get distracted, go subscribe now, and until next time, goodbye.